Well, it's week 5 of the LCS. I'm joined right now by Akaadian from TSM after the victory over 100 Thieves. Of course, this coverage is brought to you by Alienware. So the first question is, going into this game, did TSM have any nervousness? Because 100 Thieves was on this like hype train. They'd won a bunch and they were streaking. Was there any kind of like, uh-oh, we don't want to be next?
No, not at all. I think, I don't know. Today was different than a lot of the other. I don't know. Just all of us were really relaxed and just excited to play the game. I don't know. Yeah.
Rift Rivals, obviously, you guys didn't have the showing I'm sure you wanted. What has this past week been like since the event finished?
I think Rift Rivals was a really good event for our team at least, because I think we were really like set in a lot of the ways that we thought. And honestly, a lot of the games against the EU teams we just like literally couldn't play. Like it's not even competitive like half the time. So I think it was pretty helpful for us to just become more open-minded, I guess, because we got smashed so hard that it's like, okay, all the ways that we're thinking is like this has to be wrong, and then just try new things. So we've just been playing differently, I would say, and just trying to try different picks, just play differently. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of curious about that because a lot of the conversation that we had on my show and some of these interviews was like, what can North America take away from Rift Rivals? Like, was this helpful? What's the deal? And it sounds like for you, you think that there's like a pretty big opportunity here for North America to become a little bit more diverse in champion picks and playstyles and all that.
Yeah, I think overall the event, I mean, we did get smashed, but I think the event was just, it was really good, and I'm happy that we got smashed here instead of like going to Worlds or something and getting smashed there, you know. So hopefully we, you know, adapt correctly to the way the meta is played, and when we play international next time, it'll be more competitive.
Do you think any of the other North American teams are figuring this out too? Have you seen, I mean, I'm not asking for scrim results or anything from there, but do you feel as though you're starting to see this maybe move across the region?
Yeah, I definitely noticed there's been like a ripple effect. Just champions people are playing, styles people are playing. It's not all working super well that I've seen, but definitely there's like a ripple from the influence of how the EU teams played. Because just like I said, I don't know, any teams just couldn't play when they came. So we gotta adapt or die, I guess.
So one of the questions I have around this is, you know, I feel like oftentimes North America teams, it's sort of like, all right, we figured out this meta, or this is our play style, and then they just try to hone and like perfect that and get really good at it. Obviously, it's hard if you're trying a bunch of different things to perfect any one style. So is there a world where we kind of get worse in general at more of the basic stuff, but then we become more diverse in our play style? Do you see that as a trade-off that could happen?
Maybe not really. I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of the North American teams were really relaxed or are really relaxed in general, and just like the way that they play. And I think, I mean, maybe that could happen, but I don't think everyone's gonna like so set into it. It's just like a lot of options I think that people weren't really thinking about before. So
What was the morale like after the Rift Rival stuff? Were you guys able to take it as like, okay, well, this is a learning experience, it doesn't count, or did it feel maybe as shitty as losing on a normal weekend?
definitely felt probably worse than losing on a normal weekend, because I mean, at least us in C9 and most of the games that we played, we were like quite literally humiliated, pretty much. I mean, it's just we were getting smashed so hard that it's just like embarrassing, right? So obviously everyone was really, nobody was like down. Obviously we were really unhappy on the days that it happened. Everyone was just normal depresso mode from losing games. But I think the whole experience just uh, set us up with kind of a mindset like, okay, these are the things that they did well. These are the things we can learn from. How can we like apply this to our own game? And then everyone just buckled down and worked really hard this week. And I think in our game today, a lot of the stuff that we worked on showed a lot. So
Where do you think TSM is now? Because we're kind of halfway through the split right now, right? It's halfway through week 5. How do you think TSM is standing compared to some of the other North American teams?
I think it really depends on how everyone adapts. I wouldn't say we're not like I don't know. It's really hard to make predictions based on like how volatile everything's been. But I mean, I think we're definitely a team to be feared. Like we can beat any team any day, pretty much. And I don't think it's like you can ever write us off. I don't know. We have good enough players and good enough teamwork, in my opinion, that we can beat any team in the league.
Well, is there anything that you want to say to any of the TSM fans out there?
I think this season it's been pretty rough. It's been more rough than last, at least. Hopefully things are turning around for us. We'll see. But just stay excited to keep playing and stoked that we have a lot of fans. It's pretty cool.
Thanks so much for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching that interview. I want to show you guys something very special. I'm going to take this off. Wait, I can't. Okay, there we go. So this is a Balenciaga shoe. I would never normally buy these. These are triple S's, but they were a gift given to me by some friends, and kind of a complicated story. But two of the friends were Brodin. Wait, three of the friends: Kobe, Brodin, and Peter Doublelift. And these are really expensive. I would never buy them. But you know how they were kind of able to afford them? Well, Kobe gets paid by Riot, which is sponsored by Alienware, and Brodin gets paid by me, and I'm sponsored by Alienware, and Peter gets paid by Team Liquid, who's sponsored by Alienware. So in a way, I have these really fancy shoes because of Alienware. So you guys should support them because I got hooked up for my birthday for my friends who got hooked up by Alienware. And you can go to alienware.com/Travis and use code Travis10 off to also get hooked up by Alienware. This is a long outro.